Welcome back, everyone! This is Geronitis bringing you Feed the Beast 1710. Today we are starting on episode 58, and I am making some Elven Mana Spreaders. And I'm also going to. Oh, wait a minute. I think I might be out of. Ooh, I might need to open the portal again. Haha. Um, did I say we were starting on episode 58? Yeah, I think I did. But we're starting episode 58. Anyway, I'm making mana spreaders, and we're going to go ahead and make ourselves some more mana pools. Oh, wait, we already have some mana pools. Excellent. Alrighty, and let's see. We're also going to be making ourselves some new runic altars. Hopefully I have everything necessary for these. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. I think 3 will be enough. We probably won't get to using all 3 this episode, but it's what's going to wind up being. We're going to be automating the making of runes and such. Well, it's going to be semi-automated. I'm going to get the basics set up here, but then we'll have to do something a little bit different for the second part of this. But we'll get into that here in just a second. We're also going to need some more of the open crates. Whatever. I've got excess. And we're going to make 3 of these as well. Actually, we're going to make 4. Yeah. Yep. We're going to make 4. Okay. Because I just thought about something else that we're going to actually add to this as well. We're also going to need to get some more of the Wands of the Forest. And, of course, they have to be green. Hey, I said green. I clicked on the green one, daggum. Oh, wow. It's really going to show us all 128 settings. You know what? That's good enough. Green and purple works. Except that we don't have the twigs. Alright, so we're going to want probably 3 of these as well. And then we're going to also want some mana lenses. So, let's see. 9 should be what we need. And then, I know I'm being picky about it being green and purple, but there. Alrighty, and that's 1 Wand of the Forest for each of the runic altars, because we're going to be automating them. Like I said, we're probably only going to get 1 of them working today. We might get 2 of them working. We'll have to see. I've got to figure all that out. But I'm going to spend a good bit of time off camera this episode prepping recipes for the ME system, so we'll get to that in just a second. But we got that part, we got this part, we've got the mana pools, we've got the spreaders. Yeah, we're going to need some lenses. Not E. Alright, we're going to need some basic mana lenses, and then we're going to need some speed and potency, and we need more mana steel. That's okay. How much iron do I have? Oh god, please tell me I have iron. Okay, good. Alright, we're going to have to run over to Botania and make myself some mana steel. Making mana steel is one of the things that I'm going to automate today. So that way, when I need mana steel, it will just have it. But that's neither here nor there. We'll get to that in a minute. And of course my aim is horrible. Oh, my mana gen is currently on too. Oh, wow. My mana gen is full. Yeah, stop. Stop. Thank you. Well, it's not quite full, but wow, it's close. Actually, matter of fact, it probably was pretty much full until I made this mana steel. Which is fine. I'm good with having lots of extra mana. That's what I want. I just hope I have the correct stuff to be able to make more of this stuff. That and that. And we're going to need 2, 3, 4, 6 of these. And then we're going to go ahead and make them into... Oh, I want it with 7. Oh, well, that's fine. Well, actually, no, because we want... Yeah, 6 should be fine. 6 should be fine. Alright, then we're going to want 3 velocity. and then 3 potency. Nice. Alright, then we're going to need some slime. And we're going to go ahead and stick these suckers together. Actually, I think we want the potency as the first one. I don't think it really matters, but in case it does, I want to make sure that potency is definitely the one that hits first. Because we want to make this as potent as possible. Alright, so now we've got those to go on the mana spreaders. I made 4 mana spreaders. This will do for now. I can always make more of these later. Alright, so let's see. Now we've got that and that. We're going to need some more interfaces. Excellent. And we're probably going to need some more cable. Let's see. We'll grab some dense, and we'll grab some normal, and a couple smart just for the fun of it. Alrighty. Other than that, we're probably going to need some sparks. 5 sparks should be plenty, but we're also going to need a couple dominant augments. Uh-oh. I'm out of pixie dust. Well, that clinches it. Time to open the portal. Alright, let's see. Well, I might as well go ahead and make this worthwhile. Let's go ahead and... yeah, we're going to toss a bunch of this stuff in because I don't want to have to worry about it again for a while. And let's get some living wood while we're at it, just because... that'll set that to continuing to remake more living wood. There's no living rock that you get from it, so that should be fine. And yeah, I'm going to go open the portal. Be right back. Alright, portal opened, portal closed, made 2 spark augments dominant. Unfortunately, it requires fire runes to make more, and I don't have any more fire runes, which is kind of ironic since we're going to be auto-crafting them. That is what this is going to be about. Let's go over here to the area that we have already set out for this, which this actually is supposed to... I must not be below 64 yet. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and set this part up to go ahead and do the auto crafting that is for this. Alright, so for this part, let's see. I need to make sure that I don't tap into that, but I still want to tap into this network. So what I'll probably do is run this through right here. Where's my shovel? Actually, I'm just going to chop this whole section out. I can fill it back in, and pretty is not relevant in this case, at least not yet. Alright, cool. And then we're going to run it through here. I can worry about pretty after I get it working. Alright, so since we're going to run off of this piece right here, we're going to want to hook in like this. And then we're going to come over away from that. I could use anchors, but this works just as fine. And we're going to go ahead and let's see. I want to make this function... it's in line with right there, so let's put this right here. We're going to knock a hole right here and a second hole underneath that, actually. Oh, hey, that goes on down a lot longer. Alright, cool. One thing that I forgot that I'm going to need, actually 2 items that I'm going to need. We'll run back and make those real quick. I am going to need a redstone clock. Well, technically I need 3 of them. And I'm also going to need a dispenser. Let's see. There we go. Dispenser. Everything but the bows. That's fine. Awesome. And now we've got that good. Alright, so let's see. We're also going to need... yeah, because of the open crate interface problem, we're going to need a chest. Let's see. I think we're going to use an iron chest for this one because that will differentiate it from the rest of the series. And let's do that. That way when I get this set up, I can just make the patterns over there, and the iron chest will be the special chest. All right, so we're going to go ahead and place the redstone clock here. And then we're going to place the dispenser on top of the redstone clock facing up, just like that. And we're going to go ahead and put a wand of the forest in the dispenser. And it's going to throw it at me. Did I get it wrong? Was it not a dispenser? I think it is a dispenser. Maybe it's because it was there. There we go. With the runic altar on top, it will not throw it, but instead it is clicking the runic altar with the wand of the forest. Okay. Now some of you may realize where this is going. I hope you do, because it's going to be really cool. All right. So now above this, we're going to go ahead and put the open crate, which should be right there. And then we're going to go ahead and put our iron chest right here. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and put one of our interfaces. And actually, you know what? I like the idea of having this be like this. I like the idea of it being a multi-block. We'll put that there, and then we're going to hook this in just like that. All right, so now we need an item conduit that will then move the stuff from the chest into the open crate because, like I said, the interfaces won't go straight to it, so we need an item conduit to do that part. And we're going to need some clear glass. So let's go over here. We'll grab the item conduit. We'll grab the clear glass. This should just take a second, and I keep walking past the stupid elevator. All right, so glass, quite clear. That'll be nice. And the item duct. Just the one. And do we have any item conduit speed upgrades? Let's see. Here we go. Can we make any? Oh yeah, we should be able to make these. Okay, never mind. And I don't want to waste the iron anyway because I want to get this set up so that we can then get our automatic quarry set up. And the reason being is because I don't want to spend all the time crafting all the stuff I'm going to have to craft to make it work. Alright, cool. So this one is set to extract, always active. This one is set to insert. So now anything that goes into this chest, which I can't open, but that's fine. It doesn't have to actually open. Anything that goes into this chest will then be dropped down onto here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cover this in clear glass just because I don't want to have a chance of anything interacting with this in a way it shouldn't. I don't really have to do this part, but I wanna. Oh, except for that. I keep forgetting about that. Need to keep this clear so that it has a clear line of sight for our mana. Alright, which means the mana pools have got to be put out. Alright, 6 mana pools should be plenty. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, wow, that was horribly uneven. And there we go. And, oh, well, we only have 5 sparks and only 2 dominant sparks anyway, so whichever. We're going to go ahead and put... Well, we're only going to do these for now, so we'll go ahead and dominate that one and that one. And that will keep these very nicely set up. Alright, so then we're going to go ahead and put 2 of the mana spreaders here and here. And we'll go ahead and enhance their abilities. Now, this is just to make them faster. I mean, you don't really you can use a normal mana spreader as long as you don't mind waiting. And that's not a big deal at all. I'm using this because I want it to be fast. Do you mind? Alright, so bind mode, you bind to that. And you bind to that as well. Alright, cool. So now these are both bound to the runic altar. Alright, cool. So let's go over here and set up our first pattern. Now this is probably going to take a very specific setup. Let's see. Yeah, that should work. All right, so let's look up, since we need runes of fire, let's do the rune of fire first. The rune of fire is 3 mana steel with nether wart, gunpowder, and nether brick. All right, so let's see. 1 nether wart plus 1 nether brick plus 3 mana steel. I don't remember what the other thing is. Oh my gosh. Gunpowder. Oh, how could I forget gunpowder? And 1 piece of gunpowder is going to equal 1 rune of fire that I don't have to tell it that's how it's going to be done. Dadgummit. Okay, I now need to go make one of these so that I can teach this thing that that's what this is. Give me just a second. Alright, got that taken care of, and it's a good thing I did too, because I was going to forget that we needed the living rock. So, one nether wart, 1 nether brick, 3 mana steel, 1 gunpowder, and the living rock makes 3 runes of fire. So we encode that. Alright? So now we can go ahead and go into our terminal here, and this should say iron chest. There's the iron chest. This goes in the iron chest, so we can now automatically create runes of fire. Alright, so now the other thing I'm going to want, and this, yeah, let's do this real quick. How many terminals do I have? Oh, good, I've got, oh, cool, and it's a crafting terminal. Excellent. Let's take this with me. Let's make this work. It's taking a lot less time than I thought it would. I might be able to do several of these at this point. Let's see. We're going to hook this into this network off of this side. Actually, just for the sake of argument, let's hook it in right there. Alrighty, so let's see. Let's look for fire. Rune of fire. Make me 1. And start. Oh, look at that. Bada boom. And there they are. Sweet. Cool. Now I just got to find something that's going to pick them up because I'm not going to be here to do that. And, oh. Yeah, it has to pick them up pretty quickly or they wind up back on the runic altar. Okay, so yeah, we'll have to do something about that. But yeah, that actually worked really nicely. So sweet. All right, I'm going to take a minute real quick and program in the rest of the elemental runes. I think we're going to have to separate the elemental runes from the other runes because the other runes are going to require these runes in order to make them. So let me finish programming in all the elemental runes, and then we'll come back in just a second and see what we can't do about picking these things up. Because I kind of got to think about this for a minute. I would use a hopper hawk, but I can't use a hopper hawk because the hopper hawk you can only filter it so many different times, and its range is big enough to where other items might get picked up by it during a crafting process. So like when they're dropped onto the runic altar, they might get picked up before they hit the runic altar. So I have to think about this for a second. So let me make some patterns and think about this, and we'll be right back. Alright, I got the basic patterns built in. I had to also teach the system how to make a couple of other things, like carpet and the fishing rod for the air rune and the water rune, respectively. So that's been taken care of. Now, I believe that what I'm going to wind up doing is using extra utilities transfer nodes. Ooh, I have 2 item transfer nodes. I need 2 more. Let's make it like that. There. Total of 4. That should be fine. And along with these, because we can actually make these pickup items from in the world, and we're going to do that using the world interaction upgrades. The world interaction upgrades are just iron and lapis and an iron pick. Let's see. For the moment, let's make 1 for each node. Depending on how many you put in determines how far it reaches to pick up items. And I don't want it to reach very far. I just want it to reach just far enough to pick up these items as they pop off. So let's go ahead and make 1 each. Now, we'll probably have to tweak this a little bit depending on how far the reach is. Excuse me. I honestly don't know what the reach for the transfer node with the world interaction upgrade is. So we're probably going to keep that. We'll have to test that, how far out it reaches. And then, of course, we're going to also need some extra utilities transfer pipes, which we have 22 of there. That's excellent. And we should probably go ahead and get some speed upgrades if we can. These take a lot of redstone. Well, it's 4 per, so I'm not sure how much redstone I have, so I want to be a little sparing there. But let's see, how much redstone do I have? Oh, I've got plenty of redstone. Okay. I know I need to get this all going, and I need to have my auto miner running. But let's make, yeah, that should do. Yep. So that's 4 per each of these, and that'll make sure it runs fast. All right. So let's go down here and install these. So let's see. If I put these, because I'm surrounding these in glass, I am going to go ahead and put these transfer nodes right there. Oh, and by the way, I went ahead and set up, and yes, I put a sound muffler here because, my God, the clicking. I can still hear it, and it's still annoying me, but there are worse things in life. So, let's see. I'm going to need to put one more piece of glass over here, and then we will put the... Ooh, now this one could be interesting. Oh, no, that's okay. Not a big deal. But for this, we are going to want this to be... Yep. I made these patterns, but for this part, I am going to want this one to be a block, not a multi-part. Alright, good. So that's there. These 3 go back in. And we're going to go ahead and put this like that. And we're going to go ahead and put 1 world interaction upgrade and 4 speed upgrades in there. And that should make it so that it picks up items from over there and puts them back into the interface, which will then put them into the ME system. And we're going to go ahead and do the same here. All right, now one of the things we're going to have to do, now depending on how much range this has, this could become a problem. We're probably going to have to filter these, but even then, if this thing can reach over to this altar, that's going to be a problem. Which actually we can go ahead and test right now. Nope. Well, that was pointless, considering it just became part of the altar. All right, how about this? Okay, how about here? Okay, now I guess the only question now is, does it actually... Well, there's no way to tell that, because when the item lands on the altar, it's going to immediately pick it up. The altar will pick it up, not the transfer node. All right, well, we'll have to see about that. So this is how we're going to run this. So we're going to need to go ahead and, first off, I'm going to encase these 2 in glass and prep them for their... Oh, no. No, I can't do that. That's going back into the chest. The chest is just going to drop it back in. That's not going to work. Wow, I'm having a bit of lag at the moment. That's okay. We need to change this interface back as well to a normal one. Okay. I'll say I didn't just do that already. To that. And then, oh, we're going to have to... Yep, get to move this one as well. That's okay, that's not that big a deal. And like that, and that should work just fine like that. So now, we can do this. And this one's got those in there. And this one gets back its patterns. Okay, now I have to filter this because otherwise it will pick up the stone. So what we're going to wind up doing, let's go back over to the main area and make ourselves a filter from extra utilities to filter the transfer node from picking up certain things. Okay, so let's see. Extra utilities filter, please. Thank you. Actually, let's get 2 of them. Because right now we're only going to get 2 of these working at the moment. And I'll have to see about doing the rest after the fact. But let's see. We're going to need to filter this based on the runes. So we're going to need 1 water, 1 fire, earth, and so on. Alright, so now we should be able to go ahead and right-click this and tell it to pick up only these 5 items. Now when we look at this, it actually shows us that's the case. Okay, for the other one, we're going to need to get a mana setup and have it only pick up mana pearls, mana steel, and mana diamonds. This should work. At least I think it will. And of course, we'll test it by actually requesting some of these items to be made. Hopefully this is going to work. I really hope this works. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to figure out another way to do it. In between the segments here, by the way, I was talking to Evil Talking Pie, a fellow Pandemicrafter. I'm sure you guys are familiar with him. But I was asking him if he knew of a way to do this better. No. Dadgummit. And he said that he would probably be able to use ComputerCraft to do it. I'm good with ComputerCraft as long as it's something very simple like turtle.attack, and that's it. Anything past that, I mean, I could probably figure it out if I, really racked my brains, but I'm just not going to go there. And but he said he could probably figure out a way to make it so that you could do this a really easy way and that you could request multiples. Now, the problem that you have with requesting multiple numbers of these, if I were to request 2 sets of fire runes, it would drop all the items on here at the same time and completely destroy nothing would work because the runic altar would have all this extra stuff on it before it actually started crafting. So I need a way to make sure that it only moves 1 of each item into the open crate. And the open crate is an inventory, but it automatically drops it, so it doesn't store it in there. So I can't use something like the hyper rationing pipe from extra utilities or anything like that, because that just will not work. All right, so it's a thing. So let's see. Let's look up some runes, and let's see. I like the idea of making more runes of fire. Here, crafting runes of fire. It's working. It's working. Come on. Disappear. 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 Crap. Okay, so in theory, this is not enough range to pick those items up. So let's see. Well, actually, no. I've got World Interaction Upgrades on me for the other. Let's add another World Interaction Upgrade. That should increase the range of this. And since we already have the fire, we'll go ahead and make a different type. Troubleshooting 101. All right. Let's see. Runes of water. Now, it might be that the glass is there. I might need to remove the glass. No. Booyah, baby. It instantly grabbed that sucker. Cool, so that works. All right, so now I know that 1 interaction grade is 1 block. 2 interaction upgrades is going to be enough. All right, so let's go ahead over here and let's request some mana steel. Here, make me some mana steel. Make me 10 mana steel. Oh, crud. I forgot I had to hit start. Next and start. Booyah. Awesome, and they were automatically refilled. So that works. So yeah, if I can get Evil Talking Pie to get me a program made, I know it's possible with ComputerCraft, because you can do everything with ComputerCraft. And I'm going to see if I can get him to get this made. And if this gets made and if this works, I mean, I'll have to program the rest of this. And of course, I still have to make it work and do a petal apothecary. I need to get a petal apothecary that will automatically be refilled and be able to make flowers with it and fill it itself and all that stuff, because I want to make that automated as well. We're probably going to have to knock out some more space, probably over here, to do the petal apothecary and all that. But so far, this is working really well. I mean, for one episode to go from hand making runes to automatically making runes, that's pretty awesome. So in between episodes, I'm going to start making making patterns for the other runes and getting those ready so that they can be auto requested. And yeah, that's going to take a little bit of doing. So yeah, I'm definitely doing that in between episodes. But yeah, this is a success. I like the way this is functioning. I like the way this works, and this is how we're going to do this. All right, cool. So that's it for episode 58 of my Let's Play series. Like me if you like me, subscribe if you want to see what I get into next, and as always, help spread the gaming!